here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. For today's video, we are going to be tracking my transactions for the first full week in August. I have my calendar here in front of me. We are looking at the payday my husband received on Tuesday, August 3rd, and we are looking at all of the transactions that happened between the 3rd and the 9th, because my husband gets paid again on the 10th, and that will start a new week of budgeting. I'm a little crooked here. Sorry about that, friends. So last week when I sat down and did my transactions, I was super good, and I tracked day by day. I sat down every day or two, tracked all my transactions in real time, and that was amazing because it kept me on track with my budget. That's how I aim to do things. However, this past week, I was kind of in a funk. I didn't really look at my budget a whole lot, and I did not track any transactions. So today is Monday, the 9th of August. I need to sit down and figure out my budget for next week, but I cannot do that until I take a look at last week and see how I did and how closely I stuck to my budget. So I need to figure out my results for the week, but I can't do that till I track the transactions. So we're going to do that together today. I have everything that I need in front of me. I have my Happy Planner disc bound system here with my August calendar printable. This is available in my Etsy shop along with all of my other August printables. If you are interested in those, I do have them linked in the description box down below. You can buy each printable individually, or you can buy the whole August bundle. I know we're well into August now, but you know, if you haven't gotten around to filling in your August budget yet and you want some printables, check those out. I will have September printables coming up, hopefully sometime this week. So, you know, that's my little sales pitch there. So in addition to my calendar and my disc mount system here, I have a pen. I'm using the Uniball Signo pen today, and I have my whiteout waiting in the wings here in case I make any mistakes. I typically use erasable pens, but all of my black erasable pens right now are out of ink. I still haven't ordered new ones, so we're going with this today and hoping I don't make too many mistakes. I also have a little highlighter here in case I need it. This is a Zebra mild liner. Every single thing that I'm using in this video will be linked down below. They're not affiliate links, just links for you to be able to find them super easy if you would like to start your budgeting journey and you want some of these things to use. In addition to those things, I have my stickers here that I use to track my transactions. Most of these I made myself just using my silhouette portrait, but you can get transaction tracking stickers on Etsy in lots of different places. I myself don't sell these, but just search Etsy for transaction tracking stickers and lots of options will pop up. I also have my no spend stickers from Caffeinated Kate Printables here, which I'm hoping I can use. We shall see. But if you've never seen one of my transaction tracking videos or one of my budget videos in general, this is your first time here. First of all, welcome. I hope you will click that subscribe button. But second of all, I use a color coding system to track all of my transactions. So I do a portion of my budget in cash, my cash spending, and that's primarily what I track here in my calendar using a color coding system. I also put my bills in here. So as you can see from my little key down here, let's zoom in so that those of you who are semi-blind like myself can see. I track bills in blue. Any food expenses, that's groceries as well as eating out, goes down in yellow. Gas transactions are in pink. Any money that I spend from my personal spending envelope goes down in this light purple color. Anything from my miscellaneous envelope goes down in this green color. Extra debt payments get put in this gray. Anything other than all of that, anything that I kind of budget that's outside of my typical regular categories would go in orange, and anything unbudgeted would be pink. So if something comes up that I didn't anticipate, that would go down in pink. So I have my transaction tracking stickers, I have my calendar, I have my calculator here, and I have my conscious wallet where I keep all of my cash envelopes that I made for myself. So we're just going to start going down the columns of categories, and we're going to figure out what I spent and see how I did for the week. So we're going to start out with my bills for the week, and as you can see, those are due to come out today. I wrote them in for today, but I've actually already paid them, so I just need to write in their amounts and check them off so that I know that those were paid. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold my planner in half here and zoom you guys in a smidge. So Boost Mobile was due this week. I paid $130, and that I paid right on Tuesday when we got paid, actually. And then our camper payment was $200, and that I paid as well. Both of those were paid as soon as payday happened, so that was all of our bills for the week accounted for. Now we'll just start, I guess, with food. So I definitely went over budget on food this week. I know that I did that because I sort of stopped tracking halfway through the week. Like I said, I was kind of in a funk, but I did make some decisions to purchase some groceries over the weekend that will take us through the week. So even though I know I'm going to be over budget in food, I'm not really too worried about it because I'm going to take less money out for food for this payday here on the 10th. I realize that I'm rambling and I'm not making a lot of sense. Let's try to clarify that. So for my food envelope here, I started out the week by depositing $200. And I went and did some grocery shopping. I have the receipts here. I haven't logged anything, but I did pay for all of these things in cash. So that was, you know, where I was right on track with that. After the day that I did all of the spending, everything else went on my credit card. I was just swiping, not worrying about the budget too much, kind of keeping the numbers in mind in my head of how much I had to spend, but I wasn't using cash. So I do still have some cash in my envelope here, but this is all already spent. Like, I can tell you that with 100% certainty. It's already spent. It's going to go into my bank envelope, but first I gotta kind of figure everything up. So I have my receipts here. I'm gonna set my wallet off to the side and pull in my yellow stickers for my food transactions, and we're gonna track here everything that I spent. So first transaction was at Walmart. This was on August 3rd, which I believe was Tuesday, the day we got paid. Yes, that's accurate. So at Walmart, I spent a total of $95.21, but I know for sure that a couple of these transactions are going to come out of sinking funds. So my son bought a pair of sunglasses for $11.97, and I'm going to take that out of my spending sinking fund, so that can come off the top here. So $95.21 was the total, but we're gonna take out $12 from our spending. I'm just gonna put a little dot right next to the receipt to mark that. And then there was also cat food here that I know I'm going to pull out of my pet sinking fund. So I gotta find that on here. Oh, right here. $11.98, so another $12 for that. So the total that I spent on food at Walmart was $71.21. I don't even know if you guys could see my little calculations there, but $71.21 at Walmart. I'm just gonna write in 72 because you guys know I don't deal with the change. I do have some change here in my wallet that we can put into my jars together. Last week when I did this, I accidentally dropped pennies in the silver jar and silver in the pennies jar because I was too busy talking to pay attention to what I was doing. So we're going to try not to do that again. And actually, I never fished out the silver in the pennies jar and vice versa. So, you know, it is what it is. Let me zoom you guys out because I feel like you aren't seeing anything because I'm not doing a very good job of filming today. So my battery died, of course. So we were putting coins in the jar here, pennies with pennies, silver with silver. I got some questions asking what I was going to do with all of this change, and I don't know. I don't have any idea. Probably when the jars get full, if they ever get full, because my kids are constantly robbing my change jar, I will probably take them and use them as an extra debt payment or throw them into savings or something. For now, I'm just collecting coins in my jars because it's easier to keep track of my budget if I'm not counting change. So for Walmart, we spent $72. I know I need to pull out the additional 20 whatever it was from my sinking funds, which I will likely do here momentarily when I figure this all out. So that was a transaction that happened on Tuesday. And then we also went to Aldi on Tuesday, and this entire balance was food. I just gotta figure out what I did with my pen. Here it is. So for Aldi, we spent $79.28, so we're just gonna round that up to $80. So that was that. And then lastly, my son and I ran through McDonald's for lunch this day after we did our grocery shopping. Probably should have gone to McDonald's before we did our grocery shopping because that would have prevented us from spending quite so much, I think. We spent a total of $18.32, so we're gonna round that up to $19. So we are already like right at the end of our grocery budget here, but this was not the end of our grocery spending. So yes, as I mentioned, we're likely gonna be over budget. Oh, we're definitely gonna be over budget for the week, but for now, that is everything for Tuesday in terms of food. So I'm just going to put these down here. And this is how I keep track. So then when I do my budget results video, I just have to look for all the yellow stickers and add up all the totals to get how much I spent for food for the week. So that was everything that I have receipts for. Really quickly, I'm going to go in and scan my receipts. I use Fetch Rewards, I use Ibotta, and I use Receipt Hog to help get a little bit of cash back for my groceries. So I'm just going to go into Fetch Rewards first. If you guys do not use these various apps to get money back on the purchases you're going to make anyway, I highly recommend it. For Fetch Rewards, I've got 6,944 points, and you can translate those into gift cards, so it's awesome. I'm just going to scan all my receipts here. I'm going to do the same thing for Receipt Hog, and then we'll come back and work with the rest of my food spending for the week. Alright, so now that I've scanned those receipts and those are done, I can set those off to the side and we can continue tracking food expenses. So the rest of these transactions did go on my credit card, so I'm just going to pull up my credit card statement to figure out where the spending happened, how much I spent, and we'll get those in. This video is already getting long, so I'm going to kind of try to hurry up a little bit here so that we're not here all day. So on Thursday, August 5th, we had China Club. And that was $50.09. So we're just going to round that to 50. It's close enough. I'm not too stressed about it. And that was on Thursday. Okay, and the other thing that happened was I did a delivery order from Meijer, and I need to look up and see how much that was. That happened over the weekend. As I mentioned, I knew that I was already over budget, and I made the decision just to go ahead and order the things. Meijer sent me a free delivery coupon, so I just went ahead and took advantage of that, used it, and I figured I would just take less money this week to make up for it. So at Meijer, we spent $35.67, so I'm gonna round that up to 36. So yeah, we are over budget for sure for the week, but that's okay, because I kind of knew that that was the situation, and I went ahead and did it anyway. I just kind of made the decision that I was fine with going over budget. So that took care of bills and food. In terms of gas, we did not have any gas transactions, so that's good. That means that our entire gas budget will probably go towards some of this overage in food. For my spending, in this light purple color, I actually did not spend any of my money either. I just didn't have anything I needed to shop for, so I still have that full $40 here in my wallet, which is good news because, yeah, like I said, that's going to help cover some of this other overage. Miscellaneous, again, nothing there. Awesome. So really it was just a lot of food spending this week. We did make an extra debt payment on this Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. I need to look that up and see how much that was for, just because I don't remember right off the top of my head. Oh, actually I can look here in my weekly budget. How much was that for? $89.58, and that was an exact to the penny amount. So we'll go ahead and write that in dark gray. And that was to our Lowe's card, and I've already forgotten what I just said that amount was. So let's look it up again. Sorry, friends. 50 something, I think. Oh, 58, yeah, $89.58. And that payment did happen, and that was on Tuesday payday as well. So, if I am not mistaken, that is all of our transactions for the week. We didn't have anything unbudgeted. Well, I guess technically we're over budget in food, so that could be considered unbudgeted, but we're just going to leave it as yellow. And that is all of our spending for the week. So we actually did better than I thought, just in terms of the fact that we didn't spend in other categories. Yes, we're going to be over budget in food, but considering we didn't spend anything else, it's not too shabby. We did have some spending from our sinking funds, so I am going to grab my sinking fund folder and pull out the cash that I need to deposit into the bank for that. But I'm going to go ahead and stick these no spend stickers in here. Very exciting to see that we stuck to the budget and we did not spend on multiple days, which is awesome. That's going to go great towards my goal in August. I set a goal to have 15 no spend days, so that's really going to help. So that's going to do it for my transaction tracking. Really quickly, I'm just going to grab my sinking fund folder and pull out the cash that I need to put into the bank to cover the rest of that receipt from Walmart. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and grabbed my sinking funds folder. If you're not familiar with how I do my budget, I pull out cash from each paycheck every single week and put some money aside for things that are going to come up in the future, that sort of thing. I've got about a dozen sinking funds. You guys can look back through my videos at my sinking fund videos to get a better feel for this whole setup and scenario, but I need to go into my pet sinking fund and my spending sinking fund to pull out the money to cover the rest of this Walmart receipt. So for pets, here we said we needed $12, and of course I'm not going to be able to make the proper change unless I go into my little drawer here. I have been kind of hoarding all of my singles as I spend money. If I have any singles in my wallet, I've just been kind of putting them off to the side so that I can use them to go towards an extra debt payment at the end of the month. For now, I'm just going to use this to make some change. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to stick that $5 bill into my drawer. That way I have some change here. So my pet sinking fund has $60 in it, and I need to take out 12. Today is August 9th. So this was pet food, and it was $12. And 60 minus 12 is 48. So we're just going to take $12 out here. That's a 10. And 2 of these ones, this is going to go back into my accordion folder. And this $12 is going to go into my wallet. I have a little bank envelope here, so this is all the money that I need to put back into the bank. This is gonna go right there. So that takes care of that, and then the other transaction needs to come out of spending, so we need to do $12 out of spending as well. My spending envelope has $20 in it, so let's see if I can make some more change. Got that 5 and a whole lot of 1s. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's another 10. So this 20 then will go in my drawer. And this should be 20 here. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 10 and 2 1s, stick those into my bank envelope as well. Update my little card here, and that leaves me with $5, 6, 7, $8 in spending. Alrighty, so this will go back into my accordion file. And this will go into my bank envelope. So that is it for my transaction tracking for the week. I know it was a little all over the place and not quite as organized as last week, but you guys said you wanted to continue to see these videos, and this is real life, you know. I just didn't do a great job of keeping track of things last week, and so I had to clean up my own mess. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'd love to have you come back. Make sure you check out Etsy for my printables if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends!